Regarding the title of this year's conference, is the state under deconstruction? How do you see the role of state in modern diplomacy, especially in resolving crisis?
I think the state needs to be a lot more flexible than before, because we're now engaged in first of all, multipolar world. Secondly, a segmented society in terms of civil society, in terms of the media, in terms of the people playing a much bigger role in all aspects of public policy, including state construction, including security. So when people are empowered through different social media, through electronic communication, when there's instant interaction between individuals, not just within a country, but all over the world. So let's say a 20-year-old can communicate with another 20-year-old halfway around the globe instantaneously and connect and exchange ideas. The state needs to be much more flexible in engaging with a new demographic. So the process of governing becomes much less vertical than before. It becomes horizontal, it becomes innovative. So the theme, I think, for this year's security conference is very timely. It's very meaningful, and it's obviously relevant for Europe. It's relevant globally, including, of course, in Asia, where I come from.
Is the Balkans on the road from conflict zone to security community?
We are, of course, very impressed by the progress made in a period of a few years by Serbia, and the images we saw not so long ago are almost unrecognizable from the reality we see today. My first visit to Belgrade was in 1974, when I was a very young student backpacking. And of course it was a different country, it was a different universe, and I met a lot of young people I became very friendly with on my first visit. But now coming back here after 39 years, it is very gratifying to see the enormous progress made and to appreciate that Serbia stands on the threshold of European Union membership.
What are your impressions on third Belgrade Security Forum?
Well, what impressed me about this security forum is the breadth of the subjects being addressed, because I attend other security forums where the discussion is very classical in terms of strategy, in terms of tactics, in terms of military deployment. What impressed me here is that the intellectual engagement is a lot broader than just hard security, and that is a necessary engagement, because security is not just how much hardware you can deploy, how ready, how competent your armed forces are, even though all of that is very important. But because we live in such a globalized, integrated world now, security obviously includes cybersecurity. It includes engaging the population, not just your own country, maybe in the region, to support whatever security policies you want to push. So that holistic approach, I think, is something I feel very impressed with, as something that I see being discussed at this forum.
And do you have any suggestions for the next Belgrade Security Forum?
I would like to see a much broader invitation of speakers and participants from all parts of the world. I think today, at this weekend, we see people mostly from Europe, which is not surprising, because we are concerned with the question of European integration. We're concerned with regional issues. But because we live in an increasingly integrated and globalized world, I would like to see people not just from Europe, but obviously from Asia, from the Americas, from Africa, from Latin America being engaged, because what happens in Serbia has an impact not just on Serbia, not just on Europe, but holds lessons for global citizens worldwide.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.